Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Excellent.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Welcome to episode 1 of the EverEdwards Podcast. It is January. We have been in 2026 for about 3 weeks now.
Mm-hmm.
We figured it was time to put out episode 1 for this year. Remember, we have 12 episodes. This is the first. If you haven't checked out episode 0, which we did at the end of 2025, that'll be a great episode to watch to just kind of get an idea of the purpose of this podcast. So, this episode is going to be titled Energy Over Time.
Hmm.
Now, I just explained what energy over time meant to you.
Right.
Can you explain it to them?
So it sounds like, I guess a more complete thought is spreading out your energy over time is more valuable than trying to manage your time or time management.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of thinking about it as I am just going to look at the time that I have and spread it out across all the things I need to do, you can look at it as what is the highest and best use of the energy that I have? And given that time isn't going to change, what can I do to make sure that I'm allocating the energy I have to the most important activities? That's how I think of it.
No, that's good. That's good. One of the questions that came up when we were, talking about it was, instead of saying, do we have time, ask ourselves, do we have the energy for it? Right?
I think that's a slippery slope.
I mean, yes.
Yeah, because
Do we-
you
Go ahead.
do I ever have the energy to go to the gym? I mean, rarely. Like, rarely am I like, yeah, I'm so pumped. Like, I'm just so energetic. I'm ready to go to the gym, crank it out.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you have to be strategic about how you ask that question. Like,
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think that things like the gym or things that are positive, I feel like those might fall into the category of do I have energy, but the answer can mostly always lean towards I do have the energy because of the effect that it has on ourselves and on our relationship. Like, do I have the energy to learn about more ways to make money? Do I have the energy to, like you said, go to the gym? We might not feel like we have the time to do those things, but I think if we look at how we spend our energy and what actually, I don't know, energizes us, right? For me, having the energy to go to the gym is an easier question to answer than do I have the time to go? Do I have time to go to the gym?
really?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Because I feel like that there is always time to go to the gym, if I'm being honest.
So wouldn't that be the easier question then? Just yes, you have time.
Yes, that would be the easier question, but I think that answering do I have the energy to go to the gym is still one of those questions. Man, you kind of put me in a corner here. Maybe maybe I'm misunderstanding the energy over time.
Like, what's your energy like right now? So if 10 was I'm so energized, I can literally run 3 miles right now, and then 0, well, there's no 0. Let's say
Right.
1 is I'm utterly exhausted and I can't really do anything. I just need to lay down. Like, what would you say is your energy level right now?
Right now,
Right now.
I'd say it's about an 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the minimum energy level you need to be at to go to the gym?
The minimum level of energy. I think I have to feel unwell to not go to the gym.
What energy level is that?
It's like 2.
Okay. So if you were at a 2, no gym. But if you're at a 3, you can go to the gym.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think because the energy piece is so much more subjective than time, I think that's what makes it harder, right? Because I can be unwell and still be like, no, I need to go to the gym.
Right.
I can be unwell but not be sick.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And
When I say
like,
unwell, I mean like sick, like
okay,
feeling under the weather.
and there's different kinds of sick, right? Like
Yeah.
I've gone to the gym sick, meaning like I've had bubble guts.
Okay.
You know, I'm not contagious, but
Yep. I
I'm
got you.
on that treadmill.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, and it could, you know, whatever the circumstances are, it could be because I was slacking in the days before and I feel like I gotta just do it, you know, whatever
Yeah.
the reason. But I feel like the energy is so much more subjective.
I
Whereas
think
the time is like you either got the time or you don't, and you most likely do.
I think the reason why I said what I said earlier about having the energy, because the gym isn't an activity that necessarily drains my energy.
Mm.
Yeah. Like having the energy to do something means, do I have the mental capacity to do this activity? Do I feel like mentally I can go and be around a ton of people? Do I feel like I have the energy to drive and talk, and or even just things like going to work, right? Do I have the energy to engage in meetings and deal with
It don't matter if you
people
do
at
though.
work? No, I know. With work, you just have to suck it up. But what I'm saying is the gym isn't one of those things where I go to the gym and I feel depleted afterwards. I think that's where I was going for when I was like, do I have the energy to go to the gym? But I hear you too, because gym or all these actions and everything we're talking about, it's like mentally. Do we mentally have the energy or the desire in most cases to do the thing that we say that we want to do?
Yeah, and I
Mm-hmm.
think the interesting thing about this is even with energy, sometimes it doesn't matter. Like it can't be that you only do certain things when you have the energy, right? Because even at work, we don't get to choose just because we don't have the energy that day to not work for the
Right.
most part.
Right.
So I think that same principle applies in some of the most important areas of our lives that really impact whether we reach our goals. So like our business.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you don't feel like doing the thing you need to do that's revenue generating doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. Or just because your energy is low doesn't mean you don't need to go out there and get the bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
Right.
I
Yeah. No, I get you. I get you. I get you. So some of the things that like I also wanted to talk about then is, what do you feel like drains you? Where are those pauses when you say, do I have the energy to do this?
Small talk
Small talk.
drains me. Small talk drains me. Certain
What about
types.
small talk with me? Is that okay?
We don't have small talk.
Well, good morning. How are
That's
you
not
doing?
small talk. That's a greeting.
Okay.
We don't have small
I
talk.
got you. Sometimes I
None of
feel
our
like
talk is small.
I small talk you when I talk about like anime and video games.
That's
Because
not small talk. That's your interest.
that's true. Yeah. Okay.
I'm talking about things
Like
that don't
non
matter.
talking.
Literally don't matter. Like that drains
Okay.
me.
Okay.
Most phone calls drain me,
Mm-hmm.
especially if it's like I gotta call the utility company, I gotta wait, and I gotta talk to the robot. Those kind of things, and you've seen it. Like
Yeah. No, I've
I will
seen
be
you
like,
get very
I would be
frustrated.
like at a 10 and then make a call and be at a 1 and be like,
Yeah.
I'm done for the day.
Yeah.
So yeah, just like certain, yeah, it's just little things for me. It's
Mm-hmm.
not even big things. Or I guess someone complaining a lot can be
I was
draining.
just about to say.
Someone who's like really pessimistic and
Yes.
like I can take a little bit of I'm down and I'm, you know, down and out, but
Mm-hmm.
at some point the conversation got to shift
Yeah.
or I'm checking out. What about you?
That is exactly what I was gonna say. Just someone who is always overly negative, never sees the bright side of anything. And I don't understand. Like, what is it that you have to be so upset about? And I never know what someone is actually going through.
Yeah.
But to come every day and just always feel like you have to chime in with a negative jab.
Oh, you could have been
You
quiet.
could have just said nothing.
Goodness.
You know what I'm saying? You could have said nothing. You could have said, like, but no, you have to add that dose of like the little kick in the kneecap, just because. So
I've been thinking that about some trolls on social media, honestly.
yeah.
Like on Instagram or YouTube. It's like you went out of your way to make a negative. You typed that in. Like you literally paused and was like, hold on. I got something negative I want to say.
Yeah.
Let me write that. Like you wrote it out and you still push comment. Like that is crazy to me. That blows my mind. Like
I wonder what does that give them energy? Does that like make them?
That's insane.
I wonder if people who do that get joy out of it, right? Or is it just that they? But yeah, I don't know. One day I'll ask someone that, like, why.
You know trolls?
Well, I know someone who is always or mostly in a negative mindset, and I'm curious to know why or what they get out of it. What is their goal as they are speaking or as they're commenting? What is it that they are drawing from that, or why they do it in general? Maybe.
I feel like sometimes they don't even know they're being negative. That could be it. But I just want to make a distinction here. I'm not talking about like there's an online debate on an important topic and you put your opinion. I'm talking
No, that's
about
different.
the people who will be like, there'll be a whole video on something educational and they'll be like, your left tooth is so crooked. Like, I be seeing these kind of comments and I be like, yo, that's what you got out of this whole video.
They remind me of like bullies or something. Like they just have to take the attention off of the positive, put the attention on them, but then also make them seem bigger and like make, I don't know, people laugh, not at them, but laugh at what they said.
Yeah.
At the person. Me, I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. People,
Yeah.
especially with online stuff, because now it's just clicks and hearts and I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah. But you know, on the topic of energy,
Mm-hmm.
I think so. I had that sip and strategize today,
Mm-hmm.
and one of the people there was talking about just how years ago she wanted to buy her first home, and this was in DC, and she ended up moving here for career reasons and is now wanting to jump back on the train of like buying a house. And it was all these reasons as to why that is so difficult. So
buying a house is
yeah,
so difficult. Okay.
And it wasn't money. Okay, like
Yeah.
I mean, this is the interesting thing. So it was I work, and you know, when I work, she's a type of therapist, and she was like, when I work, I give so much of myself, and it's so draining and exhausting, and it's so much energy that I'm giving out. By the time I'm done working, I don't have the bandwidth, the energy, the capacity to do what I need to do to find out how I can buy a home, right? And I told this person about NACA, I don't know, 6 months ago.
Yeah.
And actually, no, it's probably like 3 months ago.
Okay.
And they said they haven't looked into it yet just because of how drained they are and all this stuff, right? And then it became a time thing. And I was like, okay, really what's going on here? Because we are sitting here on a Saturday afternoon having this conversation in a coffee shop. And you could very well have had this time right now to look into that. I'm not saying that they shouldn't have come to my event, but I'm saying it's clearly not a time thing.
Yeah.
It's probably not an energy thing. But if it is, like, why give so much to your employer that you can't even achieve your life goals and dreams?
People avoid the hard things.
The hard thing to me would be being exhausted at work all day and not being able to do anything after.
I feel you. I think the hard things for people are things that are new sometimes, things that they've never done. And they lean on, though it exhausts them, things that they are used to doing. And also, in this case, it's what's paying her, right? So she sees the immediate benefit of it, or the immediate what she's sowing. She gets that every 2 weeks or however often she gets paid. But with NACA, it's I do this research, then there's another step, and then it makes it even more difficult. And it could be fear.
There was a lot of that,
yeah,
like
right.
anticipating what the challenges are going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, how many lenders have you talked to? I never talked to a lender.
Never talked to a lender.
I said,
and don't got no pre-approval. Well, I guess that's kind of
nothing.
Yeah.
I said, oh,
Yeah.
so you just made all this up.
Mm-hmm.
But that's energy too. Like the time and energy you put into creating those stories is also energy expenditure when you could have very well just gone out and got the information and taken a step, you know? So I don't know.
No, I got you. I think that is what we want to make sure we are on the same page about, right? Like when it comes to, as a couple, where are we focusing our energy? And it doesn't always have to be external, right? Like even internal. Miscommunication can be a drain of energy, right? Yeah. Christmas, that was a bit of a drain, right?
For you, you were drained.
I was drained.
You were drained.
I imagine you were probably drained too.
Wow. Okay.
But the shine on the sauce is like, he just, yeah. But anyway, so draining, miscommunication can be extremely draining. But I think that we have figured out communication. It doesn't always happen as timely as it should, but eventually we get there. So I think that is one of the things that we have gotten extremely good at, much better at since we first started dating. We have, not so perfect days or not so great days, but I do think that our communication has become less of a energy drain in our marriage. I think so. But what do you think? Or you about to say something else?
No. So one thing I learned about myself a long time ago is that when things are really hard emotionally, it really affects my performance. So, I learned this as a kid, and I mean, really, my mom taught me this. So when she was really sick, I think I've told you this.
Yeah.
I was so emotional. And I mean, given I was 14 years old or something.
Right.
But I was like, I thought she was going to die, obviously. They said she was going to die. So I was just crying all the time, like at school, after school. And she was just like, I need you to be stable enough to help me. Like, I need my medicine. I need food. I need to be bathed. I need your help getting to the bathroom. Meanwhile, I'm over here, I couldn't handle it. I was like, I can't function. I'm having a hard time doing basic things because I was just so mentally consumed with all of the possibilities and these videos I was creating in my mind of what was going to happen next. And she had to be like, baby girl, like, I know you're scared. I understand, but like, I really need you to take some of that emotion and just like put it on pause. And that was like my first lesson in compartmentalization. And throughout my life, I have used that skill so often, like in going through my divorce, in law school, like all kinds of things. The other times my mom got sick, and I'm not functional if I'm in that emotional space, because I'm a very emotional person. So I have learned to like take that and just put it on pause, put it aside. And I do that now too.
Yeah.
Okay. So like, if I see you tripping and you in one of your moods, or you all saucy or whatever.
Saucy.
I just be like,
chill out, man. Hold on.
I be like,
I don't get saucy, okay?
On the sauce, however you want to say it, okay?
Are you talking about what I'm doing?
Yes.
Okay. I thought you was trying. All right, okay.
No, okay. I'm saying like, if you be tripping, I be like, look.
No, I got you.
I be like, okay, outwardly, but inside, I have carved you out and put you to the side, and because you can't control another person, right? So in relating with other people, I don't know when you gonna come back to where we are, right? So I can't just wait around. I still have to function in life. I still have to work and all these things. So that's what works for me. So yeah, that's what I do. I just take it, I put it aside. I'm like, all right, well, got this work to do. And I will be prepared to have a conversation whenever the time is right.
No, I feel it. Compartmentalization. I've seen that happen for you. I think for me, it took a while, and I'm still working on it and getting a lot better at it, but just changing the narrative that I tell myself in my head, because one thing that can be very draining for me is my own imagination.
I've seen that.
That stuff can pull me into a very wrong direction.
Yeah.
And then I just find myself festering, right? Just like that.
And
like
creating a whole reality out of it.
Yeah. It's just like, this is this and that and this and that. She hates the fact that I like Zelda. Well, I knew it. Like, you never said that, but I tell myself this stuff because it just spirals. I spiral,
that's actually a talent. Like, what's actually happening is your talent, which is your imagination, is working against you.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Unfortunate.
Right. Yeah. So that's why I'm like, I have learned to just turn around, right? Like, don't follow the path of negativity because it's easy to do that, right?
Yeah.
Especially me being someone who, in what's the best way to say this without sounding weird? Um, Someone who likes to avoid embarrassment.
Mm.
So
You like to save face.
yeah, I do
That's how
like
the
to say.
Chinese say it.
Okay, yeah, I like to save face, and my way of saving face is to, in some cases, is to be prepared for the unfortunate outcome that might exist in a future that isn't even here or may never exist. So I just tell myself, this is the worst that could happen. If this comes true, I'm ready.
Yeah.
And then that's kind of the path that my brain ends up going. But I can just like say, there's a much brighter direction that way, less negative. There's a chance that that could happen, but if it does, I mean, there's a chance that that could happen, but the chance is very slim. But in my head, I'm telling myself that this is the only way, right? Initially, it's like all I can do is think about how I'm prepared for this thing to go wrong.
That's interesting you say that. On the way home, I was listening to this book, probably for the 4th time. Have you read The Game of Life and How to Play It?
Yeah.
Okay. She just said when I was on my way home, if you hope for one thing and prepare for the opposite, you're going to get what you prepared for.
Yeah.
Not what you hoped or prayed for.
Right.
And so it really fits what you're saying. Like you're thinking of all these possibilities.
We need to do something. Every time our word of the year comes up, we gotta like pop a balloon or something. You know what I mean?
Oh, prepare.
As soon as you said, I was like, prepare. Word of the year. But anyways, yeah. So if y'all didn't know, my word of the year is prepared. So anyway,
that you're preparing for the worst.
Yeah,
but hoping for the best.
Yes.
And so that shift. What about hoping for the best and preparing for the best?
Yeah.
Like you can acknowledge that there's different outcomes or whatever.
Right.
But maybe find, like, how do we shift ourselves so that we find comfort in preparing for the best instead of preparing for the worst?
That's true.
Because there's some comfort in preparing for the worst. Like you feel ready.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
yeah.
I feel like we need to be getting ready for the best.
Right. And that's what this year is all about, preparing for all. And I said that right at the beginning of, I don't know if I said it in the last video, but the word prepare or being prepared is about being prepared for all of the blessings, all of the good that is going to come this year. So yeah, you
please.
Oh, my ring is bothering you. Sorry.
You don't hear it?
I do hear it, but that's just how I
you like it?
I mean, yeah. Anyways, I'll stop. I'll stop tapping.
If you
on
like
the table.
it, it's cool.
I'll stop tapping on the table.
It's cool if you like it.
It's the music in me. I like to hear noise. You know. But anyways, us talking it's a good amount of noise. Yeah. So next, urgency. Talking about urgency and how that affects our energy. And one of the things that I want to ask you is, do you feel like when discussing urgency, it's typically someone else's priority? Or do you ever feel like you being asked or you being pushed to do something that's urgent, it's not your priority, or it's not something that you need to get done immediately, it's someone else's?
Are you asking me, do I more often end up doing things that are urgent for someone else or for myself?
Yeah.
For myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Urgency normally is your priority. What you decide is urgent. Like, say someone calls you and says, I need you to be at this spot immediately. Boom, that's urgent, but it's not your urgent, it's their urgent.
The funny thing is, if they call me, it probably didn't ring because it's not urgent for me.
Okay.
Yeah. So they can leave a voicemail.
No, for sure.
And this is how that comes up, right? Like not letting other people pull me into their urgencies and emergencies.
Right.
Like if you call me and it's urgent or an emergency, good luck, because I'm going to have to see my phone because it's not going to ring.
Okay. So you got that figured out.
I mean,
I'm just saying a lot of people don't have it to where they are able to manage the energy that they expend when someone else's emergency comes up. But I think I've known you long enough to know that you probably got that.
I remember when we were first dating and my
It was
phone
so
rang
confusing
and
to
it
me.
was my mom
I was like,
calling.
"Yo, mama is calling you. You're not gonna answer?
I was like,
You must
I'm
be crazy."
on a date.
Yeah, but that's your mama though.
Yeah, but that mess
She
ain't
might
urgent.
need something.
She better call 911.
She might need you to find the remote, take something out the oven, like anything.
Find the remote.
Just play.
But yeah, I just feel like if we don't control our time and our energy, like somebody else will. And it's different at work, of course. So during my work hours, if somebody got something urgent for me,
Yeah,
and I have the capacity
right.
to do it,
That's
I
an
will
obligative,
do it.
or what is it? Obligatory. It's your obligation.
Yeah.
And it's your choice obligation because you decided to continue working there. So yes,
Correct.
That's less of doing it because it's someone else's urgent matter. I mean, but hold on, wait. Sometimes at work that is the case. Like an urgent matter can come up because someone else like dropped the ball, and I have to.
They just better hope that I don't
out.
have nothing else on my plate right now.
Exactly.
That's just how that is. And I think in life, if if the person happens to get a hold of me and it's urgent and I have time, I will do it. Like I'm not anti help people, but if I'm busy or I don't have the capacity, I'm not gonna drop everything that I'm doing to prioritize somebody else's needs.
No, I got you.
And I wonder about that, like as a parent. I mean, I'm not a parent, but I just wonder how that might change. Or if it will change.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
For me, I would say that I used to discomfort myself for someone else's urgent matter. Now I am much more selective in what I say. Okay, I got you, or yes, I can do that for you. But before, yeah, because it felt good to be needed.
Interesting.
And it might even, to someone listening, they might be like, well, you was probably just being used, which might have been the case. But these are people who I considered friends.
Is this a man thing to feel good to be needed?
I think that it is a man thing to feel, to feel like you're helping someone out.
Yeah, I don't have that. I don't like the idea of someone needing me is extremely burdensome.
Yeah.
And it does not make me excited. It does not make me feel good.
It depends on who the person is, right? Like if I have a friend who calls me because they need something, it does it further hardens that friendship, right?
Okay,
because it's like my friend trusts me enough to call me knowing that I got their back or his back.
But what is it though? Because I think that matters. Like
what you mean?
What is the topic or what are they calling you about?
Know. It could be anything.
But I think that matters though, because there's certain things that I don't want to be needed for. I don't want to be the person they call.
Right.
There's other things where I'm like, why didn't you call me? You was about to buy a house. They out here playing you. Why didn't you call me? Like I will take that.
Like to give guidance and stuff.
If it's something that I have experience with, yes, I do think that they should call or reach out. But I'm talking about like dependency. Like I need you for money, or I need you,
or I need to talk to you about this thing. What about that?
Are you complaining?
Not complaining, just wanting to get your insight on something. That I'm going through this really tough thing and I need to talk to you because I know that you are someone I can trust. You may or may not, be biased or whatever. That doesn't matter. You're someone who I can talk to and I can feel like someone who I talk to and I feel like I can be honest with. So I'm going to call you and talk to you. And you are, I don't know, on a date with me, but they need to talk to you.
No.
Okay. All right. So that's what I'm saying. That's
if
that's
they're
kind of
in jail and they need to be bailed out, it's a little different.
Right.
Then okay, I will leave my date.
There's levels of urgency for sure. Yeah, in most things. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to be like the only option for something that's not even.
I don't think that I'm saying that you would be the only option, but you were the first choice. They could probably figure it out if you are busy. But what I'm saying is answering your question earlier is like being a guy. Sometimes we do appreciate and it's gonna sound weird. We appreciate the fact that our friend hit us up first and says, "Yo, look, I trust you. I trust you, dog. I need
Okay,
you to."
let's just make this clear because this is that's very different. Okay,
Okay.
I'm thinking about like the friend who calls you like, can you pick me up from the airport?
Oh yeah, no. I
Do
ain't
you
talking about that.
appreciate being needed in that way?
No,
Me either.
because they can get an Uber.
Facts.
They're just saying, I don't feel like spending money on an Uber.
Right,
Can
but
you pick me up?
what about, can you help me move?
That I think
people have asked you this. Someone asked you to help them move. Okay.
Someone
do you want to be needed in this way? A woman asked you if you can help your friend, female friend.
I would be like, yo, Ashley, do you want to help this person move? If you can't do it, then I'm like, I can't help you.
But my question is, do you want to feel needed that way? Like, you appreciate feeling needed that way?
I mean, not necessarily. It's more like what I'm saying is I appreciate being needed from a guy friend. Like,
but I'm talking about real life experiences. I have seen female friends call you and be like, can you help me move?
Yeah, but I'm married now, so it's different.
No, but it's not about like if it's appropriate. My question is, do you like that feeling of feeling needed in that way? Like, did you happily help people move, or did you just do it because you were needed, like, and that was like a feeling that you liked?
Yeah, I would say I happily help people move.
Okay.
If I had the time to do it, and if it didn't come with like weird strings attached, like, or anything like that, yeah, I do.
Right.
And I did, yeah.
That I do not have.
Got you.
Like, if someone asked me to help them move, I would be like, no.
Okay.
No.
Got you.
Unless they were like dirt poor and were being evicted and couldn't afford movers.
So they basically have to not be able to pay for help elsewhere.
Because the way that I see it is, and this is close to a boundary thing, but the way I see it is, you are willing to inconvenience me instead of paying money for a service. Even with the whole airport thing, like, people calling and being like, can you pick me up from the airport? It's different if it's your spouse or whatever. Like, or your parent that ain't got a car or whatever. You know, certain people. But don't ask me to pick you up from the airport. You better catch an Uber.
But what if they struggling?
If they don't have the money or whatever.
Yeah. If they tell you
who paid for your flight?
The flight was, they got free flights. Oh, we can go into any scenario, right? It doesn't matter.
I would need need an explanation.
What you're saying is that the delight from helping someone out doesn't really.
It depends on how I'm helping them.
Right.
If I feel like I'm being taken advantage of or used,
yes,
which in those two situations I would feel, because I'm like, you can help yourself here. It's not a specialized knowledge that I have that you're seeking. Right. You are literally seeking my physical labor.
Yes.
Like,
okay.
You better go hire
asking
somebody.
for physical labor, I see that. But I think,
unless it's a fun thing. Like, let's paint my house together. I'd be down.
That's physical labor.
Yeah, but that's fun. Okay. If this is like a bonding thing,
you don't think helping someone move out is not bonding?
No.
Really?
That could injure me.
Okay.
This is putting me at risk. Like, heck no. You better hire a professional for that. I ain't picking up your refrigerator.
Okay. All right. So I got you. But yes, I would say that is something that is a trait. And there might not be a man thing or a man thing, but it's Deshaun, right?
Yeah.
And there were instances where, oh, okay, I am being taken advantage of, or this feels like I'm being taken advantage of. This isn't fun anymore. And then in that instance, the help ceased, right? But now I am very selective in what I say yes to, or the help that I'm willing to give.
Yeah. Right. And I think it happens more with men though. Like, even the other day, my mom was like, oh, your dad can come and demolish this shed.
I remember.
I said, my dad is 73 years old.
Yeah.
Do you think I want him out there in the field breaking down a structure? Are you crazy? Yeah. I would rather pay. Like, what the heck? What if he gets injured? I'm not saying, my dad's pretty healthy, you know what I mean? But I'm just like, why would I put him in that situation?
Exactly.
No. Yeah. So yeah.
And in that case, there is money that can be spent.
Because she didn't want me to pay. Right. I'm like, I'd rather pay than have my dad hurt because I had him out here breaking down wood and stuff. Like, yeah. No. Yeah. So.
All right. One of the last things I want to talk about before we start wrapping it up is leftover energy.
Leftover energy.
Yeah. Things that we should. And when I say this, I'm thinking of what is it that we should prioritize so that we aren't giving our leftover energy to something that's important. For example, our financial date nights. That shouldn't be okay, all right, I'm gonna muscle up to do this. It should be, this is something that we're going to do every week. We know it's happening. Our energy should not be the last bit to do this important thing that we both decided to do. Instead, we should ensure that there is positive energy in the tank and not draining energy. And I don't know, I guess maybe that's something that we should think about too. It's like there's energy that can generate more energy, and there's also activities, I should say. There's activities that can give you energy and activities that can drain you.
Yeah.
But yeah, with using the leftover energy you got, where you're like socially drained, mentally drained, and now this thing that is important because we have goals this year is getting the last bit. So we're slugging through it. We're like, yeah, all right. What'd you say? Like, it should be more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, what are some things that you feel like, and it could be as a couple, right? Like, what are some things that we should ensure we are not giving our leftover energy or leaving our leftover energy for?
I think each other.
Yeah, just in general.
Yeah.
That's
like
true.
it's kind of like, it reminds me of how God was like, I want your first fruits.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I want off the top.
Right.
I don't want that bottom barrel stuff.
Fritz, right?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's like, I want the
Fritz.
best of the best. I want the top. So
Yeah.
I think for ourselves, we should give our best energy, and anything and anyone who is important to us, I think, should get the best.
Yeah.
And the reserve, like the primary energy, not the leftovers.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm with you on that. I think that makes sense. Ever since you said priority, I don't know if that was on the last episode. We said priority is a singular, or meant to be a singular word, and not priorities.
Right.
I'm with you on that. I think that people who are important to us, the people we love, the people who we prioritize, should get our energy. And then the leftover energy, I mean, yeah, it can go to things that are less important. But yeah.
I have no energy left over for small talk.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to figure out a respectful way to end it. I've thought about just walking away, and I was like, that is so rude.
Yeah, you should
That's
not do
so
that.
rude, but it's so tempting.
What about like making it not small talk, like making it important?
Just shifting the conversation.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah. With me and the negative energy, I just overtake it with overwhelming positive energy. That's what I try and do. Especially if it's like other people around. Yeah. I tell a joke or laugh or something that's very light to remove the heavy awkwardness that is now among all of us. That's what's been happening with me lately, and it's been working. So
where is this happening?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
All right. So, closing question: if we protect our energy this year, what becomes possible?
All things are possible with God. I mean,
That's a great answer.
To answer your question, I think just a more fulfilling life experience becomes more possible, because if we're giving our main energy to the things that are most important and the people that are most important, I think we'll just be happier. I mean, I'm already pretty happy, but I think we can be even happier if we don't feel like we're wasting energy on things and people that don't matter.
Yeah. I'm with you. Anything is possible when we decide on what to prioritize and we don't allow other people's priorities to become ours.
Amen to that.
Yeah. I think anything is possible when we have that, especially when we're aligned on that, right? So
strong boundaries.
Absolutely. All right. Well, look, that wraps it up for episode 1 of 2026. We got 11 more episodes coming at you all this year. Appreciate you all listening. Appreciate you all watching, and we hope that you all got something out of this episode. Remember that energy over time is one of the most important things that you will think about, and once executed properly, can allow some positive results. So we will catch you all on the next one. Anything further before we go?
No.
All right.
All right.
Peace out. Music. Fade away. You know?
Is that what's in the horizon?
I don't know.
Is that what you're gonna add in?
Maybe. We'll see.
Music.
All I keep thinking of, this is what I want y'all to do right here.